ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? I hope everyone is doing good. Science session was very interesting, right? So, what are we going to see in our class today? We are going to see interestingly many things. Okay, as usual, we'll start with a motivational quote. Then, I want to share a fun fact about English and one general knowledge question to you. Then, we'll move on to today's session. We are going to first recap, then, we'll move on to today's topic. So, everything is going to be activity based. So, you're going to involve much and let me know. Okay, your interaction is utmost important. All right, one moment. Let me share the screen. I hope my screen is very much visible to you. Yes, please give a thumbs up if at all it is very much visible. Okay. Believe in your inner spark. Great achievements begin with single bold step. What is this inner spark? So, in a small village school, I want to connect it with a small story over here. In a small village school, Kumar wanted to win science exhibition. So, in your school as well, they conduct exhibitions, projects for you to express your talents. Yes, same way Kumar had to exhibit and he wanted to win in the science exhibition. But he didn't have any costly materials. One thing he had within him was the strong will. Somehow I need to do it and I will do it. He didn't have costly things. At times we at home, ನಾವು ಮನೇಲಿ ಕೆಲವು ಸತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ವಾ ಅಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪ ಹತ್ರ ಇದು ನನಗೆ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಡಿ ಇದಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಇದು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಕೆಲವು ಸಮಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಆ ಥರ ಸಂದರ್ಭ ಸರಿ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. They can't afford or we are not in a position to do so. So here Kumar was also in such a situation, but he had a strong will. He did not have costly materials, but he had a strong will. Somehow he could manage. He had that mindset. So every day after helping his parents, he used old cardboard and waste items to build a working water pump model. So with whatever things that he had with himself, so what he did, he made best out of it. He used it and made best things out of it. So what happened? Nobody forced him to do it, but his own interest kept him working hard. So he knew the situation around him. ಅವ್ರ ಮನೇಲಿರೋ ಸಂದರ್ಭ ಏನಂತ ಇವನ್ಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗೇ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಆ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅವನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ, ಅವನ ಹತ್ರ ಇದ್ದ ಆ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನ ಬಳಸಿ ಹೇಗ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಉಪಯೋಗವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಒಂದ್ ಥಾಟ್ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಬಂತು. ಸೊ ಆ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, he developed this water pump model. Nobody forced him to do it, but his own interest kept him working hard. On exhibition day, everyone praised his hard work because he believed in himself. So he was not of a good background. He didn't have much money to purchase things, but he had this thought, I can do it, whatever may be the situation, ಏನೇ ಇದ್ರೂ ಸಹ ಸಂದರ್ಭ ನನ್ನ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಇರೋ ಸಾಮಾನುಗಳನ್ನ ಬಳಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ನ ನಾನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಥಾಟ್ ಅವನಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಇದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಬೋದು? ಸೊ he had this self motivation. So what is the benefit of having the self motivation? He didn't have people around him to motivate him. So you can do. He didn't expect this from others. He had the self motivation which was within himself. So self energy, you do not need anyone to push you. So you do not need anyone to push you. Energy comes from inside, and you will definitely have this never give up attitude. When difficult problems come, you keep trying instead of stopping. ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಆಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಬಂದರೂ ಸಹ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ದೆ ನೀವು ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ. ಯು ವಿಲ್ ನೆವರ್ ಗಿವ್ ಅಪ್. So daily progress, you learn new things every day and grow smarter with confidence. ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ important ಅಲ್ವಾ? To grow along with confidence. That is very much important. So what does this word self-motivation mean? Doing your work and chasing goals with your own inner interest and power. ಬೇರೆಯೊಬ್ರು ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡದೆ ನಾವೇ ಸ್ವತಃ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ನಾವೇ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಿದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಸ್ವಯಂ ಪ್ರೇರಣೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಂತ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನದಿಂದ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಟ್ಟುವ ಒಂದು ಉತ್ಸಾಹ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್. ಸೊ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ it was possible for Kumar to complete the science project and everyone praised him. Yes, so I hope you will also develop this quality in you. So we may be put up in times wherein we won't get motivation from others. Keep patting yourself, keep motivating yourself, you will definitely accomplish that task. Okay, so one small fact I want to share about English and a general knowledge question. Okay. So we keep speaking in English. So there are a lot of facts about English that we need to know. So have you ever wondered, is there any particular sentence wherein each letter in English alphabet is used? Is it so? Yes, there is a sentence, and that sort of a sentence is called as a pangram. ಅಂತಹ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಯಾಂಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಅಕ್ಷರನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಆಲ್ಫಾಬೆಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಲೆಟರು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಳಸಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಟೈನಿಂಗ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಲೆಟರ್, containing every letter of the alphabet, it is to be called as pangram. ಅದ್ರ ಹೆಸರು ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಯಾನ್ಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಆ ತರ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಇದೆಯಾ? ದ ಕ್ವಿಕ್ ಬ್ರೌನ್ ಫಾಕ್ಸ್ ಜಂಪ್ The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. In this sentence, if you read carefully, you observe that every every alphabet in English is being used from A to Z. Okay, I'll give you a small task. Okay, after going home, you check and search in the browser. Is there any other sentence apart from this wherein each and every letter in English alphabet is being used? Nodtira, will you take it as a task? Okay? All right. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. In this sentence, each and every alphabet of English is being used. We know national bird of India, national tree, national animal, national sport of India. Are we aware of national aquatic animal of India? ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಅಕ್ವಾಟಿಕ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಯಾವ್ದಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? It is Gangetic dolphin. Gangetic dolphin is the national aquatic animal of India. So update yourselves with these two small facts. Okay, one is about English, another is about India. Yes? All right. So in last session, what were we doing? What were we doing? Can someone say what we were doing in previous class? So something pertaining to spoken English we are being seeing, right? So yes, very good. Correct. Pertaining to conversations. What conversation? Pertaining to market conversation. Yes, correct. Market and dining. Last class it was about dining. The other previous session it was about conversation that we have in a market when we go for shopping. All right. One moment, I'll share the screen. So here is a dining vocabulary quest. Okay, you need to unscramble all these 7 dining vocabulary items that is being put up on the screen. So for first one, there is a hint over here. What is the hint? List of food items available to order. What do we call it as? Yes, perfect. It is menu card. Menu card. Perfect. Char for you. Next one. Forks, spoons, knives used for eating. What are they called as? A single term is being used. What is it? Perfect. Very good. You're much aware. Cutlery is the word. Cutlery is the word. Booking a table in advance. If at all you're going along with your family members and you want to book a table in advance. What is it? It is called as reservation. You reserve a seat for you. Small dish served before main meal. You will have soup or crispy corn. What are they called as? Yes, exactly. It is starter. Starters. Cloth or paper used to wipe hands or mouth. So with this picture, are you able to can you tell me? I'll wait for your answer in the chat box. Correct. It is napkin. If you rearrange the letters given over here, you get this word napkin. After having the food, there will be a waiter who serves us food. So after paying the bill, we give him some amount, right? That amount is called as for his good service. Yes, correct. It is tip. Correct, Makle. Very good. Super. Next one. So today's topic, medical mystery topic quest. So let me read out the clues for you. People wear white coats and use stethoscopes to check heartbeats. Have you guessed what is the topic? Or let me give the second clue. Medicine and emergency treatments are provided here 24/7. ಮನೇಲಿ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಹುಷಾರಿಲ್ಲ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈ 24/7 ಇವ್ರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡೋದಿಕ್ಕೆ. Not found it? Okay, this clue 3 will let you know. Ambulances rush patients quickly to this building when they are sick. Which place is it? You guessed it? Yes, it is hospital. You have identified it correctly. All right. So I'm going to showcase few hospital related items, people in hospital as well. You're going to let me know what is it. Depending upon the picture that I show, you're going to tell me what is it exactly. Okay? Let me share the screen. Again, one moment. What is this? Exactly, cotton wool. Cotton. This one? Any idea? Stretcher. Exactly. So quick you are in identifying. Who are these? Who are these people? Doctors? Are you sure? Are they doctors or nurses? Nurses. Correct. What is this? Surgical mask it is. It is nothing but surgical mask. Okay? When we hurt our hands, our mother puts this immediately. If it is a small accident that we have undergone and it is manageable at home itself, our mothers usually put this. Yes, it is plasters. But all we are drained out of energy and we are admitted in hospital, they give us this one, saline bag. This is a saline bag. This one, it is first aid kit. Very good. You are unable to read the letters. You go to this person and he asks you to read letters from a very big letter to smallest one. So what is this that we read? It is nothing but eye chart. As simple as that. Eye chart. This one, it is a gauze. Remember children, it is a gauze. Gauze. If at all you're lagging oxygen, and you remember during COVID times, they used to use this at the most oxygen mask. ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಬಳಸ್ತಿದ್ರು ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಜ್ವರ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ? ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡಿವೈಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್? Thermometer. Yes, we check the temperature by using the thermometer. ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಕೋಪ ಪಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡತ್ತಂತ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? BP ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡತ್ತೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡಿವೈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as blood pressure monitor? Blood pressure monitor. Doctor uses this to check our heartbeat. Yes, perfect. Stethoscope. Who are they? They are doctors who treat our diseases. Yes. What is this, children? Syringe, not injection. Injection option isn't over here. This one. Ambulance. Perfect. ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಇದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಏನದು? ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ನ ನೋಡೋಕ್ ಮುಂಚೆ ನರ್ಸ್ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ವೆಯ್ಟು, ನಮ್ BP ಇವೆಲ್ಲಾನು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಏನದು? ವೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಹೆಸರೇನು? ವೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ಸ್, ವೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಷಿನ್. ಎಸ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. This is nothing but a surgical mask. So this activity was mainly to let you know the various people or the objects or the things that we find in hospital. All right. Now let us move on to the conversation, communication that we have at home, at hospital, when we are sick. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹುಷಾರಿಲ್ದೇ ಇರೋ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೇಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದೇ ಸಮಯ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ತಿಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ, ಇವೆರಡನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ನೋಡೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ಐ ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ. ಆರ್ ಬಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್? ಆರ್ ಬಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಇಟ್? ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ. ಎಸ್, ಒನ್ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್. ಹುಷಾರಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮನೇಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪ ಹತ್ರ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ದೆನ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಅಸ್ ಟು ದಿ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್, ಟು ದಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್, ರೈಟ್? So you identified it was hospital. Okay. Now we are going to have the conversation at home. ನನಗೆ ಜ್ವರ, ನನ್ಗಂತೂ ಜ್ವರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೀವು ಹೇಗ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ನನ್ಗೆ ಜ್ವರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ. ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಮಕ್ಳೇ? Yes, very good. I have fever. As simple as that. I have fever. So you're telling a mom, your mother. So kid feels feverish and he has to, and also has heavy headache. So translate this step by step. That is given on your left hand side. I hope you saw it. ತಲೆ ತುಂಬಾ ನೋವು. ತಲೆ ತುಂಬಾ ನೋವು. My head hurts a lot. Huh? Okay, I got this answer in the chat box. My head is paining. Okay. What is the right answer? You can convey in this manner. I have a headache. I have a severe headache. ತುಂಬಾ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿರೋ ನೋವು ಅಂದ್ರೆ I have a severe headache. Okay. ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಸುಸ್ತಾಗಿದೆ. ಜ್ವರ, ತಲೆನೋವು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ತುಂಬಾ ಸುಸ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡತ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳೋಣ? ಐ ಫೀಲ್ ವೆರಿ ವೀಕ್. ಐ ಫೀಲ್ ವೆರಿ ವೀಕ್. ಅಮ್ಮ, ನನ್ನ ತಲೆ ಬಿಸಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಓ, ಚಳಿ ಇದೆ, ತಲೆ ನೋವ್ತಿದೆ, ತಲೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬಿಸಿ ಇದೆ. ಮುಟ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅಮ್ಮ, ಈ ತರ ಮುಟ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ ಬಿಸಿ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ. ನೀವೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಮ್ಮ ತರ ನನ್ನ ತಲೆ ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಮೈ ಹೆಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಹಾಟ್. ಡು ವಿ ಟೆಲ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನರ್? ಮದರ್, ಮೈ ಹೆಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಹಾಟ್. ಬಿಸಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಅಮ್ಮ, ಮದರ್ ಸೇಸ್, ಬಾ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಭೇಟಿಯಾಗೋಣ ಬಾ. ಕಮ್ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋ ಟು ದಿ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೀಟ್ ದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್. Yes, you were quick enough to let me know the answer. Come, let us go to the hospital and meet the doctor. ಬಾ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಭೇಟಿಯಾಗೋಣ, ನೋಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈಡ್ all the sentences perfectly. These simple sentences we use when we aren't keeping well. We communicate the same to our parents. It might be a different scenario. ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಜ್ವರ ಇದೆ, ತಲೆನೋವು ಇದೆ. ಕೆಲವು ಸಮಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ನೋವು ಅಂತೀವಿ, ಸ್ಟಮಕ್ ಪೇನ್. So what am I trying to do over here? How we are communicating in a simple language with our parents. ನಮ್ಮ ಅಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದೀವಿ, ಹೇಗೆ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಿದೆ. ಆಲ್ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಮದರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಗೋ ಟು ದಿ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್. Yes. So how will you deal? How will you speak with this doctor over there at the clinic and pharmacy? So complete each dialogue line to proceed. Doctor says, ಏನು ತೊಂದ್ರೆ ಮಗುವಿಗೆ? So yourself and your mother, both of you are going to the doctor. So soon after you see the doctor, will he write the prescribe the medicines immediately? No, he will definitely ask what is happening, what did you do? He or she will ask lot of questions, right? ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆನೆ ಒಂದು ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಿದೆ, ಹೇಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಸರಿ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಏನ್ ತೊಂದ್ರೆ ಮಗುವಿಗೆ? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಟ್ರಬಲ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್? ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಟ್ರಬಲ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್? ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್, ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ದಟ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್, ಮದರ್ ರಿಪ್ಲೈಸ್, ಇವನಿಗೆ ಜ್ವರ ಮತ್ತು ತಲೆನೋವು ಇದೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್. He has fever and headache, doctor. Okay, very simple, right? These two sentences. Mother says he has a fever and headache, doctor. Okay. Doctor says, ಭಯಪಡಬೇಡಿ, ನಾನು ಮದ್ದು ಬರೆದು ಕೊಡುತ್ತೇನೆ. So don't worry. So doctor is a person who is very calm. They respond to our queries immediately. ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಭಯಪಡಬೇಡಿ, ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮೆಡಿಸನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಡೋಂಟ್ ವರಿ, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ರಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ಸ್. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ರಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಯು ದಿ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ಸ್. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ದಿ ಪ್ರಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಡೋಂಟ್ ವರಿ, ಡು ನಾಟ್ ವರಿ, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ರೈಟ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಆರ್ ಯು ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್? ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಲೆಟ್ ಮೀ ವೇಟ್. I get to know that some of them are making note of these sentences. Good. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೇನೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಹಿಮ್ ಆರ್ ಹರ್, ರೈಟ್? ಫೈನ್. ಮದರ್ ಸೇಸ್ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್. ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸೇಸ್ ಔಷಧ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರಿ, ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಔಷಧಿ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ರಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ಸ್ ದ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್. ಫಾರ್ಮಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಅಸ್. ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಔಷಧಿ, ಊಟದ ನಂತರ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ರಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಿ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ಸ್. ಟೇಕ್ ದೀಸ್ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿ ಫುಡ್. ಊಟದ ನಂತರ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಯೋರ್ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್, ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಮೀಲ್ಸ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. Very good. So simple sentences, conversations that we have at our home as well as in the hospital, how we communicate with the doctor, we have seen. Correct? So what did we see in today's session? First, we started up with a self-motivation, which is utmost important to us. Correct? Inner motivation is very much important. Drive your learning process with curiosity. ಏನೇ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯನ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ರು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯೂರಿಯಾಸಿಟಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲೂ ನಾವು ಈ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ನ ಬಿಡಬಾರ್ದು. We can't expect motivation from others. You need to pat yourself and move on. Correct? And pertaining to the topic that we saw today, it was about conversation that we have in our house and hospital when we are sick. Simple conversation at home and hospital, and few equipments that is pertaining to hospital. Hospital ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಳಸೋ equipments. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾರೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ, nurses, doctors. What are all the other equipments that we saw, children? Correct. Stretcher. Then gauze. Very good. I'm happy that you remember this word. Very good. Gauze. Very nice. Any other word that you remember? ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ವರ್ಡ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ನೆನಪು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? Okay. Also, keep this in mind. Use natural phrasing instead of literal translation. ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆಯೋ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಬಾರ್ದು. If at all, I'm giving sentences over here in Kannada. I don't ask you to translate exactly in English. How you communicate this sentence in English, this is what I'm asking and expecting from you. So contextual practice is required. Use natural phrasing. ಸರಳವಾಗಿರೋ ಪದಗಳನ್ನೇ ನೀವು ಬಳಸ್ಬೋದು. ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಥಾಟ್ ಬೇಡ. Master conversational exchanges step by step. If at all you practice simple sentences in everyday life, you will get this confidence and will start speaking confidently without any hesitation. I am very much sure about it. Okay, that is it about today's class. We'll meet in next class with another interesting topic regarding spoken English. Thank you so much, friends. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Vidya Shakti. Thank you.